Hello and welcome to Shanghai. I'm Chen Xuan.
Hi, I'm Timothy Pope. Shanghai has just witnessed a sports sensation like no other. The Pickleball Legends Tour 2025 captivated spectators with its blend of tennis, ping pong and badminton. From legends like Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf to everyday enthusiasts, pickleball is bridging generations and skill levels. Zhang Yue explores why this 3-in-1 sport has taken the world by storm and has enormous growth potential in China.
Imagine tennis, ping pong and badminton having a wild party and deciding to merge.
That's right, sports lovers. We are talking about pickleball.
I had shoulder surgery last year, but that doesn't stop me from playing.
Well, this is a very up and coming sport, and I think good for all ages.
It's not quite a tennis racket, but it's definitely not a ping pong paddle either. And the ball is like a tiny wiffle ball that just can't decide if it wants to be a tennis ball or a ping pong ball.
Tennis is a bit harder and it puts a lot more strain on your wrist. Ping pong's sort of inside, so it's nice to be outside.
The court is smaller than a tennis court, which means you don't need to run as much, but it's still big enough to make you sweat.
Now let's get to the heart of the action. At Hongkou Gymnasium, the energy was electric and the air was thick with excitement.
And who better to lead the charge than the legendary Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf? These tennis icons have traded in their Wimbledon trophies for pickleball paddles, and they are ready to tell the world that the sport is more than just a game, it's a movement.
It helps generations come together, it helps genders come together, it helps people come together, and it's an experience that you don't soon forget when you start to feel like you're getting better at it.
Agassi, an 8-time tennis Grand Slam winner, and his wife Steffi Graf, the queen of the Golden Slam who was ranked #1 in the WTA for 377 weeks, have definitely brought some serious star power to this game.
To play in front of so many people, so many years later in a different sport is a little intimidating, and you're a little nervous in the beginning, but everybody makes you so comfortable.
Before stopping in Shanghai, the tour was in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi in Vietnam, bringing together top athletes including Ben Jones and Brooke Buckner.
As far as the Olympics go, I don't know what the timeline is for that. Maybe it takes 8, 12, even 16 years, but I think we just need more countries playing.
If I can play professional pickleball at 33 weeks pregnant, I think it's safe for older people and really anybody to play the sport. That's why we all love it.
And even the coaches are getting a little too excited. Meet Coach Wang, who isn't just teaching the game, he is reinventing it.
全世界的拍子就是什么呢？噪音很大，它有那个噪音。我这个呢是属于降噪，还有摩擦力。那现在在专利在申请阶段。
The United Pickleball Association is super excited about the potential for pickleball in China. They see it as the next big thing, a sport that can bring people together, whether they're seasoned athletes or just looking for a fun way to stay active.
Pickleball having been coming from the US itself, it is starting to pick up in a lot of countries in Asia through those who are a lot more trendy and who are focusing on looking at international sports. And so Shanghai, we feel, has a really great fit with pickleball in terms of just being really international.
Shanghai now boasts 130 pickleball courts. Schools are also jumping on the bandwagon, with universities like Shanghai University of International Business and Economics leading the charge. They've integrated pickleball into their sports curriculum and even launched a club league.
匹克球的市场在中国是一个刚刚起步的一个阶段。如果有更多的明星，然后有更多的这样的巡回赛，让大家熟知匹克球，我相信在未来会很快速的增长。
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime as the FE electric formula returns to Shanghai. After the roar of the F1 engines, it's time for the electric revolution. From May 31st to June 1st, Shanghai International Circuit will be buzzing with action, showcasing the future of motorsports. Zhang Yue sat down with Alberto Longo, co-founder and chief championship officer of FE Electric Formula, and brings us more about this year's event.
And the Shanghai E3 is on.
A race car that hits 322 kilometers per hour and goes from 0 to 100 in just 1.86 seconds. Drivers charging their cars in just 30 seconds during pit stops. And don't forget live music, racing simulators, and activities for the whole family. That's right, thrills await when speed gets electrified.
Mr. Longo, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Look at the view, just stunning, right?
Amazing. Look where we are. I'm in the middle of the bund. We are just launching today the 2025 Hankook Shanghai Pre, and so proud to be here. But with this background, it makes it even more incredible.
Very exciting. Yeah. So the last time that we met was at the international circuit, and the atmosphere among fans was just incredible. What's the one thing that's going to make this year's event an absolute blast and stand out from the rest?
Well, I think it's a mix of things. First of all, the experience of the people who came last year. And as they say in Spanish, the mouth to mouth, so the people will be communicating to their friends. Listen, this is an amazing sporting property that we have a lot of fun, etc., etc. This is one side. The other one is related to the technology of this car. For example, this year we have the what we call the pit boost, which is basically a charge of the car in the middle of the race, and it will charge the car 10% in only 30 seconds, which is a never heard of sort of technology. That will change a little bit the strategies from team to team, so definitely it's going to make it even more exciting. Last year we had more than 150 overtakes in one single race. I'm expecting to have over 200 in every one of the two races that we have this year.
Remember when FE first hit China back in 2014? What was that experience like, and how did it change the game for motor racing worldwide?
So everything has changed. Today we're in a complete different world, and led by China, actually. Chinese manufacturers, car manufacturers, Chinese technology is leading the world of electrification. The reality is today we have an amazing race of almost 1 hour. The cars go up to 320 kilometers an hour. Acceleration is the fastest car on earth at the moment, 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds, 30% faster than any other form of motorsport. So technology has helped, but most importantly, China has helped quite a lot to develop Formula E.
This year's Formula One Chinese Grand Prix has attracted 220,000 motor racing fans heading to Jiading. That's 20,000 more than last year. Hotels nearby were fully booked. People were busy purchasing souvenirs. In your eyes, how do events like Formula E pump up local economy?
Well, in every single way possible. Let's not forget that we race, most of the races that we do within the city center. So we call ourselves like local activators of economy. We we do after every single event that we do, we obviously engage with a third party in order to perform what we call a economical impact study to the city that we have been racing at. So there is an average of 80 to 90 million euros of impact on every city that we race at. We actually have 112 million fans from this country in Formula E, which is absolutely unbelievable. And we cannot forget that we're only a 10 years old entity. We're in the right path, and I think we're coming to where electrification has been invented, which is China.
Shanghai is like a superstar when it comes to organizing international sports events. What are the unique advantages, or should we say superpowers, that Shanghai has that make it such a perfect stage for Formula E?
One is their focus on business, their focus on technology, their focus on sustainability, their focus on being open to the world. All these values that Shanghai has as a city, are totally shared by most of the events in the world, but especially about Formula E. So it's a vibrant city, full of youth. You feel every time that you come to Shanghai, you feel like the energy, and makes it so appealing, so exciting to be doing international events here. And that's why it's so successful, and obviously they have a massive capacity in terms of hotels, restaurants, weather. Definitely it's a dream to be here.
In today's Shanghai A to Z section, we offer a detailed introduction about port visas. Foreign passport holders with an urgent need to enter China and who are unable to secure a visa from a Chinese embassy abroad in a timely manner are eligible to apply for a port visa to China. The purpose can be for business, visits and exchanges, investment and entrepreneurship, visiting relatives, handling private affairs, or for humanitarian reasons, such as attending funerals or visiting critically ill patients. The port visa allows a stay for up to 30 days and permits a single entry. Port visa services are available at 99 ports in 72 cities nationwide. And here in Shanghai, you can apply at both Pudong and Hongqiao International Airport. The port visa application window in Shanghai is open 24 hours a day. And applicants must submit a valid passport or other international travel document along with supporting documents that give the reason for entry. Those entering China for urgent business activities, for instance, should provide an invitation letter outlining the business purposes, main itinerary arrangements, and relevant proof of emergency. Now, currently, the Exit Entry Administration Bureau of the Shanghai Public Security Bureau has rolled out an online pre-application service for port visas. Those coming for business, trade shows, or investment can have the inviting company or organization in Shanghai submit the visa application online. If you got any questions for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online, as always, and join us here on Dragon TV, Monday to Friday.
Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.
Bye-bye.